We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Steps away. Pass incomplete. Jeff Swaim, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Touchdown! It's complete. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay, coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. And he'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now Chubb running right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A give running right is Chubb. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Buying time to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Chubb again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The first down carry here for Johnson. Fights loose, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the
touchdown, Houston. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown. On the year, and the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and the lead now up to 14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Tannehill. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tucker McCann out now for the Titans field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. He gets it to Cooks. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Texans. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they open the lead up now to 25. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A give. This is Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tannehill. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, number one, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at the...
We're going to shut you down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Back now in Nashville. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Tannehill throwing again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Tannehill now to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Tucker McCann out now for the Titans field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass him. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.